Welcome back to Tifosi Time, your Serie A podcast involving four family members who like to spat off on all things Serie A, from biggest teams to the transfer rumors to pretty much anything that comes to mind. So, if you've been struggling to find a decent Serie A podcast, maybe you've wasted a lot of time on crummy small sites like ESPN, welcome to the show. You found it. You stop looking. Subscribe today because we're gonna wow you. So say hello, fellas.
Really quickly, did you mess up on the name? You almost messed up on our name.
I might have. Well, listen, this is the show that keeps on giving.
And you know what? Technically, there's five of us. You just totally blew off the producer, so that's cool.
Well, he's not on. He's not on screen talent. So,
all right.
How are we doing tonight?
Fantastic.
Well, it was international break, so Juventus couldn't disappoint us another week, so that's good.
It's true. No losses for Juventus. They didn't drop in the standings any further, so that's awesome. Pirlo didn't lose.
Did they not? They didn't lose any more spots in the standings, so it was a good week for Juventus, for the old lady.
Yeah. Before we jump to our big Juventus segment that we want to do, why don't we talk about the international games, the World Cup qualifying games real quick? Not that we have a lot to say about it, but just there were two games, and if anyone has any thoughts on it, 2 games they won, right?
Yeah. If I remember correctly, my memory sucks, but if I remember correctly, first half of the first game was okay, and then after that was just both games were like very not entertaining at all, and they need to play better if they're going to make some noise in any sort of tournament.
I mean, go ahead.
That's true too. Yes.
Yeah. So
that was bad. Yeah, I don't understand what happened there.
They say they annul someone to delete too. They have against Juventus, I guess.
Yeah, that must be it.
There's something against Juventus.
So he's right though. Like Spain dropped points, Portugal dropped points. Like a lot
of the first game it dropped points.
Yeah, a lot of the better, good teams drop points. So I think the biggest thing that you have to take from this, from an Italy perspective, seeing as they didn't make the previous World Cup, is just get points and qualify, because that's what they need to do since they didn't qualify for the last one. So no matter how they play, whether it's good or bad, which they didn't play good, it wasn't impressive how they played, they still ended up top of the group so far. 2 games, 6 points. So that's what I was
going to say. They did what they had to do. They took the 3 points, right? I mean, I think that's the important thing in the sense of just take the points, win the group, qualify, right, is the ultimate goal. And then hopefully you build as time goes on. I think the roster, Mancini has options. I think it'll be better than what it was over the last 2 games. But
hey, what do you say about the Chiellini going back to Torino?
Is that a rumor?
Is that a rumor? I haven't even heard that.
No, he was a little bit injured. I don't know, something.
Oh, you're talking about for the second game.
Yeah. So it was. What was I going to say? There's a few injuries that they got. Florenzi got hurt. Verratti got hurt. Moise Kean got hurt before that. So yeah, no, they're not.
Berardi went out.
Berardi got hurt. Yeah.
Berardi, who else? Caputo.
Oh, Caputo.
Caputo's corner.
Listen, I think that was the plan anyway. They were going to rotate all of them anyway.
Yeah, 3 games in 7 days.
About the rotation, I think Mancini wants to try out a lot of things.
That's exactly it.
He's not convincing me too much right now. He wants to try. Yes, it's good to try, but then again, it's a real one formation.
He's qualifying right now for the World Cup, but also preparing for the Euros in the summer at the same time.
No, he's not. Still didn't qualify.
For what?
No,
he's in the process of doing.
He's in the process of qualifying, but but he's also preparing for the Euros this summer. So it's 2 tournaments.
That's why he doesn't have to try too much.
Dan brings up a good point. Like typically, you don't do those two things at once because the way that it got canceled last year. I think but I think to Daddy's point, he's probably going to have to find his 25, right, and try to at least get through the summer with them, and then after that, worry about next year. Like try to get as many points you can in qualification and get ready for the Euros.
And then never to have a pre-concept like if you call Toloi, I think he deserves to play.
Yeah, I mean,
Toloi,
I don't think Florenzi necessarily deserves a starting spot. To tell you the truth, I don't think he's that good. I don't know, but I mean, he's got a lot of defenders.
Toloi, you want in defense, you want people, big people.
But they have a lot of options. I mean, they have Bastoni there too.
I mean, for me at right back, if Calabria's healthy, I want to see him there. I don't want to see Toloi or
I want to see.
I want to see Calabria there. But he's hurt right now.
Then on the first game, right? Who play left full back?
It was
Emerson, yeah.
All right. I want to try, but I think Spinazzola is
it should be Spinazzola and Calabria.
Yeah, I think that's.
But you need two, right? I mean, for any team, you're going to need 22. So
you start to decide which one is better already.
Well, I think what's going to be important is for him to find the best 11, right? Like because Barella. Second game where he started, he didn't play that good. He plays better on Inter, so they got to get more out of people like Barella. That's the thing. We need people to play what they do on their clubs for Italy, and I didn't see the same level from.
I would love to see Verratti, Locatelli, and Barella all together.
I thought Locatelli played good.
He was one of the few bright spots, and that's just driving up his price for someone to buy him this summer.
And Spinazzola played decent,
Spinazzola, I thought in Sunday's game, I thought Spinazzola was the best player on the field.
Yeah, I mean, he still loses the ball sometimes where I'm like, what? Like technically, or makes a bad pass or cross, or I'm like, what are you doing? But I think, if he stays healthy, he's going to take that spot for sure. What do you guys think about Bonucci? I mean, we rag on Bonucci, but I think we're stuck with him for probably this cycle in the World Cup.
The funny stat that they showed on the Sunday game was that Bonucci had 100 career caps for Italy and only one cap in a World Cup because they missed last World Cup and he wasn't a starter in the previous ones. It was just funny that he's only played in one World Cup game ever in his life.
I do like that he gives Sensi a chance because I think Sensi's a good player. I mean, he's been playing better than he's played now. I mean, previously on Sassuolo, I think he played better, but he's not playing that much on Inter, so it makes sense. But he's someone that can be good.
Yeah, believe it or not, the one I don't see good in the right now in the midfield is Verratti.
Yeah, I mean, Verratti.
I don't know. Sometimes he confuses me. It's more danger than an actor.
No, let's not get crazy.
Hey, let's not go crazy. Hey, you have to look.
Listen, he got hurt anyway.
Before they do this, there's some danger. Come on.
Well, anyway, going back to Bonucci, I mean, it's whatever. I think Bastoni needs to play 100%. He's the guy that needs to be there.
To who?
On defense. Bastoni.
Where?
What do you mean?
Spinazzola or on the right side?
He needs to just play. I don't care.
I care Bill Bonucci out.
Yeah. Well, Bonucci, I would take out.
Yeah, but Bonucci, actually, he did the 2-3 long passes. Nice this Sunday.
Yeah, he made the one nice pass to the for the one that Mobile missed, right? I think the one breakaway at the end. He's going to stay. Let's face it. That's asking a lot for Mancini to take Bonucci out. He's going to end up playing because he's not going to change her.
He's their captain right now. They're not going to just drop him.
I mean, for sure, for this tournament in the summer at least, he'll be there. He's gonna get playing time. Which
I think Chiellini will be there too, and I think he'll.
I think Chiellini retires after the Euros.
You think so?
I think he's gone after.
Yeah.
You think he's fully retiring?
Fully retired. Juventus, international, everything. That'll be his goodbye.
He might play one more year, try to play the World Cup. No,
I don't think so.
Hey, did you hear about Buffon?
Yeah.
What?
He wants to play titolare still.
Good.
Wants to go to some other team.
Oh God, why is he going to leave again?
To Tolari. Come on.
Where's he going?
No, I mean, yes, right, because I think if Hill is stronger than Chesney.
Well, listen, let's face it. Only thing Buffon has gone against him is his age.
Listen,
but can you honestly say Chesney deserves to play hands down without a competition?
I'll tell you right now, Buffon goes on Roma. They're top 14 this year. They're a top 14 if they had Buffon.
That's a perfect example, Dan. That's a great example. If Rome had Buffon, tell me they don't have another 6 to 8 points.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably. They're so right in the middle of it.
So why should he just say, okay, Chesney, you play, and I'll sit here? I don't
know. Because of the agreement. But now, since Buffon, he feels still good, he wants to try something abroad to play Tolari.
So that's my point. You think
he's going to America?
Yeah, but if you feel to play to Tolari, why don't you show the Juventus is still good better than the Chesney?
Well, that's not his
fault. It's not his fault.
Chance to do that.
But by the way, I don't know what's the intention of the Juventus team, Paratici, Agnelli, but if they want to go with Chesney, I think they're on the wrong track. Well, because I think they should just.
Well, we're going to talk about.
They start thinking about to get Donnarumma and sell Chesney without them.
We're all in agreement with you, and we're going to break down the entire Juventus roster right after this. So hold on to that thought because we'll get there.
Oh, but see, you don't talk about seniority. Seniority. Buffon is 43 years old, 20 years in the Juventus. So it's a contradiction in there too.
Well, that's the thing. I think maybe he decided, I can sit here, be back in Juventus. But maybe I think the competitor in Buffon, he wants to keep playing. That's why, and he sees these guys playing. He goes, wait, why am I sitting here?
If you feel physically fit, why?
Yeah.
We cannot say Chesney's better with the feet.
No,
it's not. I mean, Buffon is suck too.
Listen, Buffon still has to practice every day. It's not like he gets any time off. He just has to practice just as hard. The only thing he's not getting to do is play on Sunday. So if I was him, I'd be like, wait a minute. Like, it's not like you have, maybe.
When they brought him back, I think it was understood that was his role.
Yeah.
Well, that's why maybe he's looking to leave. Maybe he makes a big check. Why? You don't think he can get a big check from the MLS if he wanted to for a 3-year contract and go make $15-20 million a year as Buffon? He sure could.
Well, I don't think that much, but I think he can get.
No, but he doesn't want to go to MLS. He already went big team. I read this. The big team, European team, nobody needs a goalie. The whole team maybe needs a goal is Juventus. So fight in there. Get the spot in Juventus.
Yeah, but if they give him a chance, they don't want to give him a chance. That's the thing.
They're not.
So they're on the wrong track.
They're not doing that.
Let's go. Like I said, we're going to talk about that. Let's finish up on Italy. The one thing that I want to say though, if you see their group sucks really bad, and they get better.
Switzerland always plays them hard.
Switzerland's one team that does give them trouble, but even still, come on, that group it's atrocious. There's other groups that are much harder than what Italy got dealt.
So what? The top team automatically qualifies. Right?
Yeah, top team automatically goes.
So and they can't mess around. They have to just do it.
Totally. Yeah, you have to get that top.
Excuse me, guys. Another question. Did you see the Italian under 21?
Yeah. 4 red cards, 2 games.
What rule do they have in there? If you had a yellow card, maybe you get, if you had 2 yellow cards, 2 weeks suspension.
2 game suspension in that tournament. I don't know how that. I don't think it's that. I think it's just one.
Hey, Tonali was a 2 game.
Yeah, he
got a red card.
No, it was yellow.
Yeah, but you get thrown out of that game and you get suspended for the next game.
So what? Why not 2?
I don't know. Did they suspended him for 2 after? I didn't see that, so I don't know what the rule is on that.
Like this, the Italian under 21 is going to play with 3-4 people.
Yeah, they got a lot of people thrown out of the games. No discipline at all.
Yeah, who's the coach anyway?
And they weren't impressive either. They have a lot of talent on that team. Seeing their game,
time out. They still have Cotroni on the team, so
okay. Then they have to think about something about the war too.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't like all the decision, the ref, war, but the goal line. The goal line, that you have to accept. Come on.
I mean, that technology was there before VAR. That technology
so
on the watch is always
watch the ref.
That's always
so when this passes, just ring. What is that?
I don't understand how
they cannot play one rule one place, one rule another place. Come on. They're confusing the player.
Yeah, it makes no sense. But I wasn't impressed with the national team or the under-21 team, really, in either games. Like, neither of them were standouts. Or you can say, well, that person was fantastic. That person's someone to watch. Tonali was garbage on the under-21 again. Like, he's not good for Milan. He's not good for under-21. He's just having a bad year. There wasn't anyone who really Scamacca played decent. You know, he's got potential. I know Scamacca. You guys don't like him, but Scamacca.
I like
Scamacca.
Scamacca.
He reminds me of Yaquinta with the green tea puts into it. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that I like.
Yeah, he's a bit of a hard ass, right? He's,
he really celebrates the win from like the bottom of his ass all the way to the top of his head. He really,
Is he a tax evader too?
Hopefully, he doesn't go to jail like him. Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's basically the thoughts on those games. Like I said, they got the wins. That
when's the third? Don't they have a third game? When is that?
Yeah, I think it's Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, at this point, let's just hope with this crazy year and this stupid schedule, let's just hope they win all first 3 games. They have 9 points, and let's just hope they have an easy way of it, right? Because we don't need them struggling to qualify or going into playoffs.
When he plays Saturday or Sunday.
So all the games we're going to go over, that's all on Saturday, every single team. For now on,
what a schedule, huh?
Yeah, there's no Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Friday. Everyone plays on the same exact day.
Because Sunday is Easter, right?
Yeah, so there's that. Do you guys want to switch over to another segment? Do you guys want to move over and talk about Juventus? Because I know that's what you guys are dying to talk about.
Yeah, let's do a little Juventus talk.
Yeah, my screen froze. I don't know what's going on, but so basically,
nicely produced.
No, it's just this app. The
hell is that?
Is that backwards?
I don't know.
I think we have Greek letters on our thing.
Felt like I was in the Matrix. Yeah, we're good now. So the way I did this and what I asked you guys was very simple. In or out Juventus next year? Do you want to see this player stay on the team or do you want to see them out? So I put this together, and a lot of us, we'll have the same answers for a lot of people. So for the ones that we agree on, we're just going to, we'll agree on it. If there's some difference somewhere, then we'll debate and we'll talk about why do you want this person out? Why do you want this person in? That kind of stuff. Okay? So
we're getting note that the screen hasn't changed. Is it supposed to have changed from the chat?
So I mean, we should be on the question mark page. They should
That's
be
the one that we like.
So I went down the list from goalie, defender, midfield, forward, coach. That's how it's going to go.
And one other clarification: this isn't what we think is going to happen. This is just okay.
This is whether.
Hey, Daniel, put the direttore sportivo too.
I forgot.
That's the main.
But I think we all agree on that. We'll talk about that one last.
Yeah.
So Dom, if you want to flip to the first screen, the first person, okay, and I put their contract expiration on there too, just in case you're curious of how much longer they have people. This was full on. Everyone wants Chesney out.
Not surprising.
Not surprising. Not that he's the worst goalie in the world, but we don't think he's Juventus caliber. I think from what I think personally, with Donnarumma's contract expiring, you throw money at him, and that's your goalie for the next 10, 15 years. That's what I would do.
Yeah, to me, that's the changer, right? If Milan is stupid enough to let his contract expire and lose him for nothing, first of all, everyone in that management team should get fired instantly. I don't care, because that's the one asset that you can make money.
Frank, it's enough for nothing.
It is for nothing.
You see, the Roma contract expires in June 2022. So if they don't renew, they get some money.
22 or 21? That was the confusion. I could have sworn the announcer said this year.
Or 21.
It's 21. Anyway, it's this year.
Anyway, Donnarumma asked 10 million plus.
Yeah,
right?
And they don't want that.
And they don't want it. They offer 8 million.
Yep.
Okay.
10 million Juventus can give it to them.
Yeah. Guess what? That's what I'm saying. It's still, if I am, what's the parent company of Milan now? It was the Chinese company that owns them?
Isn't that Inter?
I don't know.
Who owns them now?
Chinese people.
Anyway,
my point is, if you let him leave, if you can't make the contract and extend it to at least sell him, and you lose him for nothing, for $2 million,
Frank, it's enough for nothing.
It is for something. Explain how it's not for nothing.
No, you see, if they don't renew, that means they're going to sell to some other team. And some 30 million, 35 million again.
If he's
not if his contract runs out, that's what we need. We need to confirm: is it he's out this summer or next summer?
All right, I'll look it up.
This summer.
If it's this summer, you missed it. It's done.
If in this summer they have to, this year they have to renew the contract. If he doesn't want to renew, they have to sell. Not to.
What I'm saying, if you let a player expire in June, you've lost a chance to get.
You're missing out. Here's the question. I think it's July 1st. His contract is up this season. Unless I'm wrong, it's next season. If it's this season, July, he's going for free.
It's done. He's free. Why is he going to sign a contract with you so then you could sell him somewhere? He can get more money to sign a contract directly. So as the club, you lost your biggest asset for nothing. That's what I'm saying. If that's what happens, they need to fire.
That's why they have to sell. They have to try to sell.
You can't sell him now. It's over. The selling is gone. So his contract expires on June 30th, 2021. So he's eligible to negotiate with anyone.
Yeah. 2 months away from being a free agent.
Yeah.
Your chance to sign him is over.
You're allowed to start talking to him 6 months before. So technically, he can sign right now with Juventus.
So now if Juventus wants him, they can give him $12 million a year. They don't have to pay any fee. Because he expires June.
I think he's giving Milan every chance possible to re-sign him. That's why he hasn't started negotiations with anyone. Like, he wants to stay there.
Well, if he wants to stay, that's a different thing, right? But if he doesn't, if he gets to free agency, they're not going to end up paying 10. They're going to end up paying 15. Because PSG and these other
there's going to be tons of news going for him. Yeah.
So either way, you screwed yourself, because I'm not going to stop at 10. I'm going to say, hey, come here. I'll give you 15 if I'm a big team. So it's a free market. It just takes one person to make a better offer.
But also at a goalie at 21, 22 years old, and he's already going to be making $15 million a year. That's a little absurd.
Yeah, but he deserves it.
But it doesn't matter. Like, teams don't look at it like that. And I just think Milan, a big, big mistake. I'm telling you, they put themselves behind the 8 ball. Now,
that's why I don't think he's going. I think he's staying there. He's going to get the 10 million. I think he's going to get the 10 million or 9 million he's asking for. Maybe they do 8 million with bonuses, but I don't think he's going. It's just a wish list that I would have. In a heartbeat, I would have him on Juventus.
But you see, even he signed with Milan, don't you think they're going to put something? They say in 2 years, either you give me this much or
exactly.
Yeah, agree. Yeah, totally. Yeah, he's going to have some out clauses in there. Yeah, for sure. Dom, go to the next one. So we're keeping a tally. Over
okay, wait.
So
I'll go back to Szczesny for a second. Let's assume Donnarumma is not an option, right? And we say we all want Szczesny out. That's, again, this exercise is a little weird because none of us are saying like how we're replacing him.
So and that was
that's a whole other show.
That wasn't the point of this exercise.
That's another thing.
The point of this was
you have to consider him.
Yeah,
which I'm sure we'll do a lot of that later.
Say if you want him in or if you want them out. If you have little ideas, you can throw them out there, but we're not going to go through.
No, I mean, potentially, I'm agreeing with everybody. Get him out, and I don't think he's not the problem, but he's not amazing.
So I literally did the whole roster. So Dom, go to the next goalkeeper. So Buffon's contract expires. They can re-sign him. I want him in. Frank wants him in. Chris wants him in. You say out. Why do you want him out?
Because it's time.
Now you're just being an ageist.
Even for himself, either you play titular or you stay out.
Now you're age discriminating.
You go under the regents of Juventus.
Yeah, but okay, you were just saying that he's good enough to play, and now you're saying you want him out because he's old.
You give a chance him to play, otherwise you out.
See, the only reason why I can say out, if I'm going to agree with him, is because if you really want to remove the old guard and you really want to make a move, you're getting rid of all these old people. So then you say out.
Something, parenthesis. First of all, I go back to Pirlo. They talk about to confirm him, right? So in order for him to try him again another year, to get rid of the Senatore, all of them.
I don't think Buffon is one of those people. He's a goalie.
You have to get rid of him. He doesn't ever know to nobody to talk.
I agree.
Well, so if that's the thing, then you can't coach Juventus. If you can't have anyone to talk, then you should be the coach of Juventus.
So you cannot give a chance to Pirlo. That's it.
I think you got to be able to coach.
No, we're gonna get to Pirlo. Don't worry.
No, you either got to be able to coach.
You see, one thing can touch you to another one.
Yeah, but I'm saying
you cannot jump 1 and 2.
I think the only reason you want Buffon out is because he's old. Is silly.
That shouldn't matter.
He went to a team. He went to a team for a year. We all hated it.
Yeah, but guys, you guys won him for what? Be second.
We love him.
We love him. I'd rather retire Juventus.
You know. You will love. It's a 43
Time
years.
out. Time out. Are you looking at this picture right now?
Oh, soccer is for young people, not for old people.
Yeah, but there are. I mean, he's defied the normal age of time, right? I mean, it's like Tom Brady for the Patriots.
This picture, man.
Chris, you're gonna. I'm gonna get you on one of those, Chris. Watch, you're gonna die.
Listen, we just named 6 goalies in Serie A that are like 10 years younger than him or 15 years younger than him, and they suck compared to him. So it's not just about being 43.
I think.
Listen to Frankie. Whoever Perin is still ours.
Yeah. He's not coming back either.
He can replace him.
He was already there and left because they didn't give him a chance.
Because he would be the third one.
Well, I wanted to give him a chance over Szczesny.
They didn't let him sniff the field.
He would have been the third one with Buffon in there.
Yeah, but I wanted to give Perrin a chance with Szczesny.
You out, you know.
I think the good thing about Buffon, last thing I'll say, is he has options, and I think he's in control. Whatever he wants to do, I think he's going to have the chance to do it. So I think he's going to say, I'll come back eventually and be the second or whatever. But, Tom, go to the next one.
Yeah, but anyway, it's a good choice or not? It's a good thing.
I think it doesn't hurt to have Buffon on the team.
I know. I think.
Listen, it's a little bit. It's a little bit of it's a little bit of like nostalgia keeping on the team for sure in terms of a senator and Bandera Juventus. But who else do we have? I mean, our team blows. I'd rather vote for the backup goalie right now than half the people that start.
Yeah.
I mean, so I rather, and that's really the reason I'm keeping him, right? Yeah, he's 43, but I like him better than 10 of the guys that play on the field. So
I mean, I see both sides. I see why he's saying out. I just don't agree with it.
Yeah, I get it.
Don, so now we have third goalie here. I just kept him in there for I said in. I just put out for you because you said out for everyone. I said email me who you want out, and he said everyone except for this, and this. So I put out for him on this. To me, if you read any story about him, he's the funniest guy.
So you out to tell you out.
Why?
All the time he's not playing. He forgot to play.
Who cares? He's not there to play.
Well, he cannot be the third one.
He's not there to play. He's not there.
What are you talking about? And let's say two get injured today. He has to play.
No, I do kind of agree with him in there. You can't just assume he's never going to have to play. He has to be able to play. I just don't agree that he probably forgot how to play.
You had to won 2-3 championship aim without tough game.
Yeah, but he's
how many third goalies play for any team?
Yeah.
Last game of the season.
Last game of the season, pretty much, yeah.
Right, so
third goal. It's true. How many third goalies? So what are you going to do in that case? Then you got to keep Buffon as your third goalie because he's got the There's no third goalies that play.
Or you get too injured. You get to the point. You get to the third, and you pick the guy from under 23 or La Primavera. And you offend him too.
Well, you're just assuming he totally sucks now. I'm assuming he doesn't.
No, he forgot.
Oh my God!
Because he play forget.
He doesn't play every day in practice.
He has to get confidence in the goalie.
He doesn't play every day in practice.
In Juventus, how many shot and goal they have in Juventus? 1 or 2 a game.
I think you're putting too much emphasis on a third-string keeper. No, they never play.
All right.
So really quickly, Putin asked, "Who is this?" He's the third-string goalie. He's like the life of the locker room. Everyone loves him. To get rid of him,
because Ronaldo's out. Who is going to play with?
No, everyone loves him. Not just
loves
Ronaldo.
him. Everyone.
Yeah, everybody loves him. We love
It's a mistake to get rid of him.
Don, my screen
says to me,
win.
I can care less if he's in there or not, but say that you have to get rid of him because he's going to stink. I don't know.
This Mandarin? What was that?
What was that?
My screen froze again, so you got to fix it.
Okay.
Anyway, all this happens on you.
Yeah, that I don't know, actually. He's got to be 30. He's got to be 30 something, right?
It's been there a lifetime.
Yeah, 30 something.
Yeah. Don't say anything bad about Ronaldo. Oh, don't watch the end of this segment.
Yeah.
All right, Tom, go to the next one. Now we're going to defenders, okay? De Ligt, I mean, this was pretty case shut here. Everyone says he's the cornerstone. A lot of people say next captain. I think we all agree he's not going anywhere, right?
Yep.
So hold on. We all say he should not go anywhere. Mm-hmm. I don't 100% believe he's not going to go anywhere because I think Juventus may get stuck trying to cash in on a player like De Ligt.
No,
unfortunately.
Cash in if you take out one of those guys like you don't want to win.
Frank,
listen, I'm just
done.
saying. I 100% think he should be in.
He's cute.
I'm 100% think he should be in, but I would not be shocked.
I'm addicted to the win.
I 100% would not be shocked if De Ligt gets sold the next 2 or 3 years.
The only way he leaves if he says I want to go. That's the only way he's leaving.
No, another way he leaves is another team comes and offers you $100+ million and they have no money and they think they can replace him.
Okay, well, we'll see if we'll see when that time comes. $100 million.
All right, next.
I mean, he's going to be there next season. That's the point of this.
Yeah, and he should be. He should be for a long time.
Next, here's where we differ, boys. I think I want him out. I don't want him in.
Why?
Because he never plays. He never plays. He's hurt all the time. You can't rely on him. He is not a defender. And you were just saying cashing in on somebody. You can cash on him a lot. And I don't trust him enough to carry you 36 games, 38 games a season. He gets hurt way too much. I don't want him on the team.
Daniel, assuming the Miral does one, foul more than the usual. He's too aggressive, right?
Mm-hmm.
The question is, if you give out him, you need another one.
I agree. Yeah. You need to buy someone.
So 100%. You need to Romero, you know how much you need to spend? 40 million.
You're not getting him. Don't worry. That's not going to be the option. I just don't think this guy is good enough. Not good enough. He can play enough. He's available enough for their team, and I think you can get money for him.
Okay, but
if you take out Bonucci, Chiellini is going to play all the time.
I don't think Bonucci's not going anywhere though, so I don't think so. I don't think he's going anywhere.
Here's my thing. Okay, you blame him for being hurt, and he has been hurt a lot. De Ligt got hurt. Same thing. Defenders get hurt. They're very rare. Chiellini, where they play for 10 years and they never miss a game.
This guy has a history. He plays 2-3 games, misses 6. 2-3 games, misses 7.
And the reason I disagree is because to Daddy's point earlier, if you get rid of him, that's another person you have to replace, and I think you can build around him. If you had Romero, if you didn't give him Todd Gallant, then I would have a different opinion, right? But you don't have Romero anymore. You gave him on Todd Gallant. So now
I don't agree with the other moves.
We have this young guy, Dragusin, but we don't know him.
He's gonna leave. So,
we don't know him. To see you part of the roster, you are the second.
You can always bring back Rugani. Woo!
Because Pirlo didn't try, not Dragusin and not Fagioli. So they have to go out.
Phil Jones
is available.
So if you can promise me Demiral's going to play 30, 35 games, and I say, yeah, keep him. You can't. None of you can promise me he's going to play. Are you
saying that he's physically available for 30 games? You can't promise that for any player.
Well, but I mean him especially. Just the few years they had him.
It's going to be more available than Chiellini.
I agree with that too. Yeah.
All right. So.
But Dan's point is, if you guys are trying to get other players, this is one guy you can make money on.
Yep.
Yeah, but what's the plan? Who are you getting?
Well, he's always talking about the French guy, Aware or whatever. Like, you need to spend money to get him. So,
Milan for tomorrow, you know how much he spent? 28 million.
Yeah.
If you want. So you think tomorrow is better than that?
No, I think you can get more than that. You can get more than that for them.
Oh, you kidding?
No, I mean, you may be able to get 40 million for Demerol, but not with money that there's no money around anymore with the COVID. Maybe
No.
2
You're
years ago.
You're going to see a lot of trades this summer.
Plus, the other team, they see how we did the year.
Yeah.
Each one played the whole year. What do you think? They don't see?
Which was a poor year. And that's what I'm saying. How can you say you want him so much when he's never available?
But we know him. He doesn't want foul too many. But,
I want him because
with the adjustment, he can play with the elite.
I want him for the I want him because on all the players we have right now, he profiles the closest to an actual marking defender that can, battle a forward, win the ball, like take Chiellini's place, play with De Ligt. We don't have anyone else like that.
I think he's a perfect complement for De Ligt too. Yeah. I think he's great for the team. I just don't have faith in him, so I don't want him there.
Yeah. I mean, he is hurt a lot, but we all like him as a player.
Listen, I wouldn't kill you from your logic standpoint to try to get cash and you think he's hurt. But...
And so you have to see what's convenient.
Again, that wasn't part of this exercise. It was just in or out. It wasn't who was available.
No. You have to explain why in or out.
I did. I explained why. I explained why. You weren't listening. That's not my fault. Dom, go to the next one. All right, just skip this one.
It's going to stay.
So I bet you if anyone's watching this, they probably think we're like the worst Juventus fans ever, right? Because there's a lot of people that love Bonucci, but we're all across the board out for a couple of reasons, right? Like, A, we think he's overrated. B, I think he made his career being a partner of Chiellini. And C, if you can go get 20, 30 million bucks by some sucker paying it for you, adios. And he's 30 plus years old.
Frank, Bonucci, I wrote about 5 years ago on a blog. I want him out. Chiellini is not defender.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about that.
They defend him a lot.
They defend him a lot. There's a lot of big fans. And listen, it's going to be – and here's the deal. I think Bonucci with Chiellini next to him for a whole year, if Chiellini retires, like you guys are saying, he's going to fall big time. He's gonna suck a lot.
One thing he has against him, Bonucci, he think it's better than De Ligt.
Yep, he's better than everyone.
It's delusional.
So my question to you guys is, if he's getting sold, what do you think they're getting for him? What's the max you're getting for Bonucci?
Good.
The max 20 million.
I think if you get 10 million, you take it and you run with that.
Yeah, I would, but I think they get more than 10. I think they get, he's
10 million and you put in Lovato. That's it.
I think what is he?
20.
I think you can get 20 for him. He's still
whatever. Even 15, you get a Lovato. 20.
That's why I think this is the time to sell him, because you try to get your 15 to 20.
You get 15, but you're also losing his $6 million salary, right?
Exactly.
With $1.5 million, you get there.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, so we're all in agreement there. Dom, you can keep going, keep moving. We're flying through this. All right, so for him, I put out for you because you told me out everyone. He expires this summer. There's no indication that they're going to resign him right now. How does his contract expire? Like, how long has he been on the team?
It's expire. If they don't renew, they lose. It's worse than Donnarumma.
So
I put him out in a sense. I would loan out for 1 year.
I think they should sign him to another 3-year deal, loan him out for a year.
Yeah, loan him out for 1 year.
Listen, guys, that was the only picture I can find of him. Yeah, he might have a booger. He might be sweating. I don't know what that is, right?
Where's their booger?
I agree. Re-sign him, loan him out if he's not going to play for you.
I mean, how old is he still?
He's like 22. He's 21.
That's what I mean.
20, yeah.
That's what I mean.
I think they should keep him. I think he's gone. I think he's just going to sign somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't think he's staying either. I think he's going to sign somewhere else.
Yeah.
No, they don't lose him. They review him and they loan him out.
I mean, how much?
There was already rumors that he was going to sign with someone.
There's definitely teams interested.
Unless he has some kind of money.
No, he wants to
They
play.
say
That's the problem.
He wants to play.
I've said, Martin, they go for 800,000, 3 years contract, tell him
He
out.
wants to
That's
play.
even too
He's
much.
not resigned.
7.
Juventus 800,000 is now.
I mean, he has to play. He's getting nothing out of the season, out of the past 2 seasons. He's getting nothing. Play him, loan him, or get rid of him.
Which let me ask you, why did they not loan him? They loan everyone out over and over again. Why did they not loan him?
Because they loaned out Rugani. They loaned out other people.
They loaned a lot of people.
Yeah, you got to keep
but the
some
guys
people
they
on the
loaned
roster.
out is because they were scrubs. How about loaning this guy out so he could play?
Yeah, I mean, and they had enough injuries where he could have played more. I mean, in defense.
To go back to Pirlo.
Yes. The under 23 coach who does not want to play anyone under 30 makes sense.
Yeah, it's true because they've had injuries. They could have played him for sure.
Yes, totally. Let's go on to the next one. I put one of those in. Yeah, you can just skip them. Chiellini, Frankie said in. I say out because I think he's retired.
Yeah, he's going to retire. That's why I put that.
I say in. Do you want me to defend? I'm going to defend my position of in. So, of course, if he retires, then he's not playing for anyone, right? Maybe he becomes part of the Juventus,
Give him Nedved's job.
Yeah, but so here's the deal.
Out because Senatore has to be out.
No,
that's your stance on that. We know
that's your stance. I'm saying for Chiellini's standpoint, you guys are forgetting one thing, right? Yeah. So your standpoint of get the Senators out because we want to refresh the team. We want to make it easy for Pirlo. I'm not gonna change my entire roster for my coach to make it easy for Pirlo.
Even for Gasperini, you think Gasperini wants him in?
Yeah, Gasperini would use Chiellini perfect.
Gasperini, you don't want him in. You see the defense how you put
Chiellini's not making those runs to the center of the box.
First of all, I'm not saying Chiellini has to be in starting either. I'm saying as a rotational player, like Barzagli.
He gets rust. He cannot play. Come on, he can play one game and 3 out.
I think the conversation's pointless.
We had Barzagli, we had Locatelli, and I'm just saying again, as a total team, I'd rather have one Chiellini who has a DNA of Juventus and cares and can put the younger guys where they need to go and play his 15, 20 games.
But also at some point, if you're saying keep De Ligt, he's a star. Don't you want it to be De Ligt's defense finally? Let him be the star. Let him be in control. Let him start telling people what to do. It's time for him to do that. These guys.
I'm not saying De Ligt shouldn't play. I'm not playing. De Ligt should absolutely start and play.
Who should talk?
Yeah, but at the same time, Frank, if De Ligt has Chiellini and Bonucci there, he's gonna.
He has to play back.
Yeah, you have to be on your toes. You have to take a step back. It's not the same.
So listen, either you're a leader or you're not a leader, right? Like if he wants to lead a position, he's got to take it.
No.
You can't be like,
how we take? They say keep Chiellini and Bonucci. Let's step in midfield.
Yeah.
They don't really feel to get.
First of all, Bonucci, I wouldn't be playing Bonucci, Chiellini, and De Ligt together. I'm not saying that they should. I'm saying De Ligt should be starting. It should be his spot. I got rid of Bonucci totally. I'm selling him. Chiellini, I'm keeping him as part of the 6 or 7 defenders as part of the rotation if he wants to play.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think it's happening, and I don't agree with it either.
Me either.
But it's your opinion.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I'm
what happens.
To it. I think he adds more than I think he adds more to the team than the tracks.
Yeah, but Chiellini, he decided to quit now.
Well, you're probably right. He probably will. He probably is going to retire.
I think
but
if he doesn't,
I can see Chiellini being the one who goes, you know what? I want to play another year as part of the rotation. I'm going to play my place. Give me $1 million and I'll play.
I want to beat before the record.
You're like hating on the old. You're like hating on the age.
Before record, though.
All right, guys.
We
got to speed this up a little bit because there's tons of guys. So let's move on to the next one.
Don't rush me. Give Chiellini his due.
Rugani, I want to really keep him, but I guess out. We don't need to say anything else. We need him out of it.
For good, 10 million for good.
10 million.
No one's giving you 10 million.
Give me $2 million for that guy. I don't care. I get him.
Give you someone who's going to pay his actual salary and you can have him for free. That's not even going to happen. What does he make? $4 million? They're not
10 million. Are you insane?
How much does he make his salary?
He'll make 10 million for him.
I got it.
He makes a lot of money too. His contract's not tight.
His contract. 10 million, però the other team maybe they drop the salary for him.
Yeah, why is he going to go to a team and drop his salary? You don't know how the contract negotiations work, do you?
You want to stay to Cagliari. What do you think? Cagliari is going to give the money?
Well, they're not giving him 10 million a year.
Yeah, but Cagliari say you want to come over here, you have to, you
have to make $3,000 a year.
Yeah, so that's his choices.
We are spending way too much time on this guy. He's out. Go. Let's go.
He is out. Let's move on. It's whether they pay for it or whatever.
He was disappointing. He never got better.
So we've been saying this for 3 years now. This is way past due. You're lucky if you get 15 million for this guy now. I don't know that you get much for him anymore.
20 million with this guy.
I think an English team would buy that.
20 million we got.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, 20 million we got.
Yeah.
There you go. Pon just said sell all of Juve but McKennie. I agree with that.
Pretty close to what we're saying.
All right, go to the next one. Frabota, we all said in.
Out.
Why do you want him out?
No, now he said, what do we do?
We'll keep him to loan him, right?
Pellegrini is better than him.
Yeah, I would keep him to loan him. That's
but you have to keep him and loan him. Yeah, I didn't think.
You also have to fill out a roster too, though.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. When we go through this exercise, we're gonna notice.
Yeah, we're gonna have 7 people on the roster.
There's gonna be about 12 people on a roster, right?
Yeah,
so
guys, we're gonna have at this place. We're gonna have a Pellegrini.
Yeah, that's why we say
we have a chance to Pellegrini.
Okay,
yeah, but we're not saying.
Yeah, we give a chance to Pellegrini since when we changed with Spinazzola.
Here's the thing about Frabota. You can't sell him because he's worth nothing. What's he gonna be worth? So you have to loan him, try to get him play a little bit better, and then maybe you sell him or you bring him back as a rotation player. He's not going to be a Juventus starter.
No, he's an under 23.
Right, but he's not. But you're going to sell him to a small team that can't afford to give you a lot of money, right? Because who else? So you got to loan him. He's never. I don't think he's. From what the little bit I've seen of him, I don't think he's ever going to be a Juventus starter.
I don't think he makes too much money, Juventus.
No, he makes nothing.
It's 2025. What do you make?
But my point is, if you go try to sell him to a small team that's trying to save themselves, what are they? They're not going to pay you for him. They don't have money.
Yeah, but that's the plus. That's the plus. He came from the value.
Yeah, so they got to, I don't know. If you want to sell him for $1 million, go for it. I mean, I don't think there's a lot of.
You can loan out.
Yeah, loan. That's what I'm saying.
Throw him on Parma for a year. Let him get 30 games over there. That's what I say.
That's what you need. You need him to go play somewhere decent.
Let him play somewhere else, but again, not out as in a sense that he's just off your team, but loan
out. I said that's what I've been doing.
Yeah. All right, keep going. So we were all saying the same thing there, basically. Danilo.
Out.
You know why I say out?
Split here.
You know why I say out? Because this is partly going to your Demirol point. You can get some money for this guy. And if you want to buy, I think you can.
I don't know. That's right. I mean, what do you think you can get for him?
20 plus million.
15, 20.
Yeah. No, I don't. You think you got 20 million for Danilo? How old is he?
Yes.
20, yeah. Why not?
How old is Danilo?
We exchange him with Cancelo.
Yeah, he's not that old.
40 billion.
Yes, if you can get 20 million for him, sell him. But I don't think you get that much. Don't forget, this is COVID, but no one has money.
Yes, and also we can't
29.
We can't get rid of all the players on the team. You have to keep some people, and he's decent enough where he deserves a spot.
Well, that was my other.
With the last game is
the last game. Whatever.
Last game he dead. I don't think that's the way to play it. When you call enthusiasm a will,
I said keep him for the same reasons. He's had a good season. He plays multiple positions. So if you're just having him as part of your 8 defenders to play when you need someone, he gives you versatility.
Yeah, a bench player. I'm not saying starter.
No, you know what he kind of like, because you know what he's so evaluate himself. He thinks it's a big shot.
How do you know? How do you know he thinks he's a big shot?
Not the expression, the way he played for the last game. Sometimes you look at the face and see how they play.
All right. Well, we're split on that one. I think he's.
I think we all agree he should not be a starter on Juventus team, right?
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, he's been their most consistent player this year, which says a lot
They
about how
played,
good the team is.
They played 27 games. He's probably played 26 good ones.
Listen, because of Pirlo, because when Pirlo started the 3-5-2, he had the defense Bonucci, the lead, Chiellini. He could play with those three.
Yeah. All right, move on to the next one. We're split on that one. I don't think we're going to fully agree on that. Giotto, one we do agree on, and he expired. He has one more year. We all know that, like, he runs their offense. Like, when he's not in, they suck. So
Actually, you renew him for another 2 years. Or
they should renew him now.
Yeah, I think they will. Yeah.
For maybe a salary that goes downward if they're smart, right? Like, okay, we'll go up for a year, and then we start to come down. So when he's 34, he's not making $8 million a year, and you can't get rid of him.
Yeah, and we don't want and you don't want them, like, he's one who deserves it, not Kadira who got extra years for no reason.
Usually when they broke the contracts for 2-3 years, the salary go down too, especially at a certain age.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's how they should do this.
Yeah, he's just said that. So yeah, we're all in agreement there. He needs to be on the team. Next one. Oh man, another guy we love. We want to
say we use it 4 hours.
Yeah.
No, right.
If you think this guy's gonna get you him, you were insane.
Yeah, you have no chance of getting
him. For money, 4 hours.
No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
$100 million.
That was
we had given some guy would throw out.
No, that's what stupid fans and newspapers say. They say, you know what? I got a bag of shit here that I don't have any value for.
Pretty much.
But if I give him to you, can you value him in $30 million so I can pay you less for your really good player? Like, the other teams aren't stupid.
Yeah, like why would they have a chance to give OR to a million teams? Why would they take this guy
You think
less
this
than
guy's
the
gonna
money
make a
they're gonna
difference?
get? This guy's shit. He's not gonna help them.
You know what? I could sell you to all these teams, but you know what? Juventus has De Sciglio. De Sciglio is the card. No, you'll have to go there because I get De Sciglio back. Forget it.
I mean, I don't see that as being good. The good thing is this guy expires soon. Whether they get rid of him or not, he'll be off the book soon. So that's good. But
we have another guy that was hurt all the time.
Yeah, we want him out. He sucks.
All right, next one.
Pellegrini, not on the team right now. I put him in for all of us. We want to see him push for that starting job next year.
Give it a chance.
Yeah. Even though he hasn't even played tons for Genoa this year.
No, listen, he has a lot to prove. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's Spinazzola and he's gonna, but I want to give him a chance at someone young.
He has a nice feet. He crosses good.
Yep. Everything you're saying is right. He can play with the ball. He's good. He can cross the ball. He can run. He deserves a chance.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, keep going with that. We're all agreeing on that one. Rovella, I put in for everyone. Yeah, we want to see him. If you're building a bench at least, like I said, we need some players on the bench. But I'm saying, like, you need to fill out a roster also. He's in for me. And hopefully getting some game time.
If he's not getting game time, they need to loan him out because
he's going to get time like McKenna, this guy.
Well, Chris just made a good point here.
Do you see? He's going to get.
I've seen Juventus do this before.
Right now, it's better than Tony.
I agree.
I see Juventus do this though.
I didn't say it much, but it's better.
I've seen Juventus do this though. They bring him back, and the guy plays 10 minutes in 30 games, and next thing you know, he sucks. Right. So if he's going to come back, you have to have a role for him. You can't let him 20 games he never plays because I've seen him do that. So if you're going to bring him back, he's got to have a place.
Oh,
yeah.
Rovella. We want to see him play.
Have a place.
Yeah, you haven't seen Juventus bring people back and then they never play.
Hey, Rick, when we talk about to give away Ramos, Rabiot, Bentancur, Arthur.
Yeah.
So he's going to have a place.
That's if we're running the team, which we haven't even gotten to them. Let's
but they know too what.
And you're hoping they're bringing people in, hopefully too. You know, if they're getting rid of everybody, they got to bring some midfielders in. All right, go to the next one.
Who's that?
What an asshole.
I put out to this guy. So if we wouldn't have enough for midfield, I would have given a chance. With a coach, though. No.
Okay. So you're saying of all, we all obviously all want to get rid of all the midfielders. You're saying Arthur's the one. If you have to keep one, you're keeping Arthur.
I was the same way. I was between Arthur and Rabiot if I had to keep one.
Mm-hmm.
Or even Bentancur, but one. You can't have them all. That's the thing. You get one, and the rest have to be upgraded.
Yeah. So no, I've seen enough of him. The fact that I can go out on the field and make 5-yard passes like him. I'm sorry, he does nothing special, and he should be doing things that are special, and he does nothing special.
Well, I believe, and I'm going to say I told you so, but I believe when they made the change for Pjanic, that was exactly my comments, and you guys were like, "You're an idiot. He's great."
But so here's the thing: like when he was in Barcelona, like I've seen him do stuff where it's like attacking and driving forward.
I saw him shoot from 25 yards out. Like he doesn't do shit with the ball.
He's not even within 25 yards of the goal.
Yeah, no.
He's never within 25 yards of the goal.
Like Frank is saying, of Bentancur and Arthur, one of them.
Yeah, so that was my thought. Bentancur, Arthur, Rabiot. One of those three are staying.
Rabiot out to Rabiot.
Okay, but I'm saying one of those three are staying.
And realistically, in the real world, I'm afraid that 2 or 3 are going to stay.
Hopefully not. Yeah. And Pond, McKennie, we were all in agreement. McKennie's
we're not going away, Frank. If the 2 of 3 stay, we're not going away.
I agree.
Yeah. But Chris, when I Googled Arthur, that was
why we're not going away? Because they're going to play. They're going to take space for McKennie, Rovella, and whoever can.
I love this picture. If this was his real picture, I might even say keep him.
All right, go to the next one. Bentancur. This is one guy who's disappointed me probably the most this season with the potential and the promise that he showed from a couple of years ago to being complete garbage this year. I've seen enough. I don't want him anymore.
Yeah, he's somebody that did not take a step forward.
Yeah, that.
I go with the conversation. Rabiot, Arthur,
yeah, exactly.
One of them.
So time out. You're going to get the most money you're going to get on any of those guys is him right here. So if you're looking at
that's what I'm saying. Cash in, then
cash in. 100% cash in.
What do you think you're getting for him though? Realistically, again, in COVID world, no money.
35 million.
No more.
Yeah. I think you're probably getting more than that even. 35.
Okay. So if you do this real quick, Arthur, Bentancur, right? Rabiot and Ramsey, I think if they sell them all, they get some money. You throw Sandro in there and you bring in some young kids and buy the true spend the money on people like Auer that are still young but still at a certain level. I think that's how you have to do it. You have to almost turn five scrubs into one good, right? And 4 young kids. That's the only way you could do it. They don't have any money.
And I agree, it is selling Bentancur at a low right now, but at this point, you just have to because he's just going to get lower and lower, I think. Just cut your losses, So we're all in agreement on that one. Let's go to the next person. So I'm the only one who put in here because I was in the same thought process as him. If you have to keep one of Bentancur, Rabiot, or Arthur, I'm keeping Rabiot because I think his physical – yes, he only has 1 foot. That sucks, and he's lazy at times. But I think potential is the most at all of them.
And he makes 12 million a year?
Well, he makes 7 a year. He makes the same as Ramsey, 7.5. So that was my reasoning is like you have to have someone on your team.
See, my thinking is can they sell him though and make some money with Rabiot? I feel like
I think you can. Yeah, I think you can with him. Yeah.
He's young, so people pay for the youth.
The 2 or 3 team once.
Exactly. He go to England and you make.
Actually, I don't believe him. Even the Barcelona, they say 1
So
listen, playing for Juventus helps a player's value, right? Like people, even though he may have had a bad year, so at his age, you should be able to get cash in for some money.
Yeah. I mean, he's value. He's someone you can get something back for. So, but like I said, if I have to keep one, I'm keeping him. Let's move to the next one. I couldn't even find one with him in a Juventus jersey. This one we know we already re-signed him. He's in, and he's one of the few bright spots on the team. So we can just skip that one. But hopefully he's getting more playing time next year because this year towards the end of the season he's been barely playing. He's been hurt.
It was like he got rewarded by playing really well with less time in the second half of the year.
Yeah.
I don't understand how that works. That's another strike against Pirlo.
Yeah. Okay, you can go to the next one. Like I said, we're not going to have any arguments on that. Ramsey, I mean, talk about a bust. And I liked him on Arsenal. I thought he did well.
I was expecting a lot from him.
I really liked him on Arsenal. He
I
would
wasn't
move
expecting
forward.
much
He
from
can
him.
play quick
More than
1-2s.
Rabiot. But
He's a good
disappointed.
player.
He's not a Juventus player, though.
He's not a Juventus player. Listen, this goes to the same argument that we were making for Chiesa, right? We said, oh, we didn't need him. We didn't need him when we signed him. This guy became what we thought Chiesa might have. Instead, Chiesa went positive, and this guy fell to the group, and he's done nothing.
Also, the thing with them signing him, I see Ramsey as a central attacking midfielder. Yeah. They don't play with that. So he's been playing left midfield, right midfield. He has been playing in the spots he's good at.
That's a good point, too.
Partly it's not his fault. Partly it's coaching. Partly it's management for just bringing him in, and he doesn't fit the team. But also he's injury prone, and he's just been crap when he had played. So I was expecting much more from him when they signed him. Get rid of him.
Listen, if you really look at it, Ramsey, if you really look at it, there's no difference between Ramsey and Bernardeschi. There's nothing in terms of what they do on the field. And Ramsey's had more chances.
Bernardeschi hustles a whole lot more than him.
That's what I'm saying. So why the hell, again, why did we sign him? Because he was free and we thought it was cool?
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
To your point, Dan, they're not even playing.
At this people, free or nothing, you have to think the salary you give it to them.
Yeah, it was awful.
You never did to make them mistake.
Not only that, but you
for free, you give it 3 years, 7-8 million a year.
Not only that, but then it puts people that you spent money on, they don't get to play because now you're trying to balance with other people, right? Like, so you're ruining multiple players. It's just and to Dan's point,
to pay someone in 3 years 8 million.
Yeah,
make a mistake and pay 3. You can't.
Yeah, that's a huge mistake.
Because it's not like you don't have a team that give it the same money.
Yeah,
well, look, it's him and Rabiot.
But also, it's not like they're an English team that can hide a huge wage like that. Juventus, 8 million is huge for them. So you can't just make that mistake twice in the same summer. Anyway, out. Nobody wants him there. Get him out. Fajoli, so
loan out.
Yeah, I mean, we
well, that was what I was thinking with keeping him loaning.
Yeah, I called him earlier today because he didn't answer some of the questions, and he said make sure loan. So I just put loan there for him.
Yeah. If you don't have enough space, it's 1 year lost for him.
Yeah, agreed. I don't think he's going to get playing time in Juventus, so loan him out. But keep him on the team, obviously.
But by the way, there is this young guy. He was injured. And Nicola Craviglia, he's recuperated. He's good, they say.
Yeah, he's been one of their better prospects. Yeah, but he's not going to listen. If Fajoli doesn't play, he's not going to play.
And Pirlo had the chance to put him in 2-3.
He had a million chances to play him. With that shit midfield, he hasn't even touched the field.
Listen, and this again goes back to Sarri's gone, but Paratici, I mean, they had Emre Can. They got Emre Can, and of all the scrubs that we're stuck with this year, they decided to sell Emre Can.
Bring him back, too.
But think about it. Can was not good enough to make the Champions League roster, and then you sold him, but you kept all these guys. Like, that's a problem.
So with Khan, it was a loan with an option to buy. They picked up that option after the first game.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just
immediately.
It's poor management. It was awful.
It's really poor management. Now we're stuck looking for probably a guy who may not even be as good that we're going to pay more for. Right? Like, I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
Agreed. All right. Dom, you want to move to the next one? Chiesa, I mean, we're all... So it says contract expire 2022. That's when the loan really expires, but it's going to go to a full on buy. No one's debating this one. He's probably their best player all season. So he's a building block.
Yep.
Next,
we can go to the next one. Yeah, Kulusevski. We all said,
but he has to wake up.
Yeah. We all believe in him as a player, but he has to wake up.
For you.
I stand Chiesa. He even admitted recently this week during the international break that this season's been bad for him, and he hasn't, done as well as he would like to.
The producer's saying out, but
out. He's insane.
Kovalevsky is probably the third best skilled player on our team.
If I could keep naming
some other guy, but yeah, I mean, the potential on this guy is through the roof, more than Chiesa, more than anyone else on the team. This guy has the most potential on the entire team. So you can't get rid of this guy. And he needs to play. And he needs to play in the correct position. Don't play him as a striker. Put him where he's good at.
Yeah. But we agree.
Yeah, in.
Go, producer, stop typing.
He's in the chat. He really wants in on this. He should just talk if he wants to say so much.
This one, good luck getting rid of him. This ain't happening.
He's got 1 year left. So if you're getting rid of him, you got to get rid of him now.
It's not
yeah, or you're losing him for nothing.
Or you're losing
40
him
million
for nothing.
you spent for him was gone.
And I think there's a market for him. I think an Italian team will take him, a mid-level team.
Listen, don't be surprised if Fiorentina buys him back.
I want to see him on
15 million.
I want to see him on Atalanta. And
he won't play on Atalanta.
I want to see him. Beast on
Atalanta don't play in Atalanta.
Yeah, he won't play on Atalanta.
I think he would. I think he would be really good on that team.
No, where would he play? Over who?
Dude, they already have players that don't play.
No,
they have
Atalanta's too many Mezzale left foot better than him.
Well, anyway, I think there's a market for him.
Trade him? Can we trade? Okay, here's an offer.
No, you can't. I already know what you're saying. Gosens and then Bernardeschi and 50 million for Gosens.
Bernardeschi and 45 million for Gosens.
No, it's not happening.
Bernardeschi and 45 million for Gosens.
You must kill. Atalanta for Gosens ask 40 million. You want to give 60 million.
Well, you're also losing the contract. They're going to get more than 40.
They talk about to Gosens 40 million. So 15, 25.
You think Gosens will go for 40? I think
he's going to go away for more than 40.
To Germany or England?
If you're telling me Danilo is going to get you 20, 25, how is Gosens going to get you 40?
Well, I don't think Danilo's going to get 25. But
you're giving me players.
You high, Frankie.
Gosens is playing good, but still, he's not someone that did the 5-6 years in a big team.
He did 3. He's on the German national team. What else do you want him to?
Yeah, 40 million, more than 40 million. That's it.
Well, you want me to give you 25 for Danilo?
No, Frank wants to give 60.
Yeah,
I say fire Paratici, fire Pirlo. Get Frankie in there, man.
Listen, first of all, what I'm saying is Atalanta doesn't want Bernardeschi in his salary.
I'm not saying they want him. I'm saying I think.
We're going to end the Rugano too.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I think, like we all said, he's got 1 year left. If you're going to get something for him, you got to get it now this offseason. Hopefully he goes somewhere, and I hope he actually plays in the position he wants to play and is treated fairly. Treated fairly. Keep going. We're almost done. There's not many left.
Very in. We have to do the team Mandebala.
Yes.
That's
agreed,
it.
but I think he's going to be sold. But I agree. We should
build
around him.
I know he's going to be sold. I know.
Yeah.
I hope we do some good deals if he has to be sold.
I think they're going to get screwed in any deal.
They are going to get screwed because he's been hurt.
Why?
He hasn't played.
All right.
I think he's going to get screwed. He's not accepting the current contract offer.
Yeah, but if we talk about the project, we have to give out all the senator and start to put a team up the ball. Place a team with the ball.
We agree.
Yeah, if we were in charge, I think the ball's going to be the first one gone because I think they see it wrong.
And they make a mistake. Oh, listen, we won 9 years in a row. The way we are, we're going to lose in 9 years. We don't,
First of all, we won 9 years in a row because Serie A competition was so bad. Let's be real about it.
No, it's not true. It's not true.
Yeah, four of those 5 years, Serie A was really bad.
Not true.
Ronaldo.
Not true. You know why it's not true? Because even for what it in out we doing now, what did this tell us? We send a lot of people. We send out, so that means we renew the whole team.
Yeah, if
and
we
to
did it
renew
our
the
way,
whole team, we need the coach, a good coach, no Pirlo.
And this is us. This isn't what they're going to do.
This is us. This is not what they're going to do.
Oh, I know they make a mistake, so they better hire me.
Well, good. Then we'll send them this video next year at the end of the season and be like, "You idiots."
All right, but we all want to see him play. We want to see him healthy and actually able to perform like he did last year. He was the MVP last year of the league.
Pirlo, you say
We'll get to
Pirlo play. He still didn't tell us what kind of play he does.
Because he's an idiot.
Because he doesn't know what he's doing.
Did he tell us what kind of play we have? He didn't tell us.
All right, next one.
Let's keep it moving. Yeah, Morata.
Too much man out.
Yeah, I mean it is what, $40 million if they want to keep him.
Too much man. Right now he's sleeping. In the last 4 or 5 years, he started well and now he's sleeping.
I love him.
He's one of my favorite
players. I would
players.
keep him because my point is, who you get again? Who are you replacing him for? You're saying $40 million a lot. Who are you getting?
They have no strikers.
Scamacca.
Who?
Scamacca?
You just said he needed Scamacca.
Wait, Scamacca's
25.
Yeah, he would cost about 25, Scamacca.
28, you save everything to a salary.
Morata's a good player.
You're going to trust the striker up to Scamacca, 21 years old. He's going to be your leading striker.
Cute.
That's tough to say.
I personally keep Morata and build around him.
I keep him too. He's like I said, he's one of my favorite players. I can't not. I know he's inconsistent. I know he's a head case, but he is when he's on, and he makes the team better, not just himself better.
Exactly, and this is where Juventus is stupid because they go $40 million is so much for Morata, but we'll go pay $90 million for Higuain, who's 29.
Yeah,
exactly.
Morata's not young anymore either.
He's what is he, 28 now?
Yeah, he's probably 27.
Why would you want to get rid of him? This is where he should be at his best.
Yeah. And he plays best at Juventus. Any other team he goes to, he plays.
And he
worse.
wants to be there.
Yeah, he loves Italy. He loves Juventus. So I keep him because
he's the opposite of Ronaldo in the sense that he'll play for his teammates, maybe too much. 100%.
Yeah, but why is sleeping? Last month is sleeping.
He was
hurt. He got hurt and he came back.
So he's never out.
Okay. You want him out?
Forward.
They haven't made a decision on him yet. We'll see what they do. I think they're going to keep him.
By your logic, then the first person you should want to keep is Ronaldo because all he does is score goals.
And the first person you should want to get rid of is Dybala because he doesn't play at all.
We have to renew. And since we talk about the senator out, Ronaldo's to go out too.
We'll get
so
because
Ronaldo's not a senator.
Ronaldo not going to play with young people.
Okay, well, Ronaldo, I think, is the next one on the slide. So let's
always, if you went to fourth place.
Costa. I forgot he was even on the team.
So he expires. The team he's loaned to, he's on Bayern right now, right? They said
this guy is hard to sell. He's injured all the time.
They already said that they don't want him. They're not keeping him, so he's coming back. So it's a matter of what they do. He's got 1 year left. I don't think they're going to be able to get much.
You know what, San Macremio, South American team, we don't have money, those people.
Yeah.
They don't want to spend nothing.
And I don't know that he wants to go to South America.
You could probably get.
It's his hometown.
You could probably sell him to Fiorentina.
Camiso's got the wallet open, right? He's going to be a hard one to get rid of.
Yep.
I think
that's another guy that played so great. You remember until he did that stupid thing, spitting in the guy's face, and then all of a sudden,
the spit is where his career just
because he was doing amazing, and then he got suspended, and then he came back.
Yeah, he spit to that guy. He injured his spit.
Yeah. The year before that, he led the league in like assists. He had 8, 9, 10 assists.
He was
great. He was great.
You couldn't
spit. He spit at the player's face. He broke his feet.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like, remember, he used to come in and break the game. Like the other team couldn't stop him. And then all of a sudden, what the hell happened to him?
Yeah, it's very disappointing with so much promise.
Got to get him back on the drugs.
Yeah, this is between parentheses, Paratici company, the double. They buy double. They had about 4 or 5 in account to Quadrado and the rest.
Yeah. They still don't know how to manage the team. I think Ronaldo's the next one.
Out.
We all want him gone, and I'm sure if anyone actually watched this, they would disagree with us. But
we think about the future,
yeah. I just don't think he's not. I don't think he's what they need right now.
I mean, I think Del Piero even jumped on and said, "Look, how can you blame someone who scores 30 goals in 33 games But here's the deal: it's not what Juventus needs now in the cycle that they're at when they have to renew. B, when you have him on the field, everything revolves through him. They don't have the guts to actually play. It's like, I have to pass the ball to Ronaldo. Yeah. And I also think he's had his 3 years here without the fans. I think it's lost its luster a little bit, and he's a little, he's starting to see him frustrated. And I would try to get rid of him. And I don't need his $30 million a year salary either.
But so the thing is, too, this isn't up to Juventus at all. This is all on Ronaldo. He's only leaving if he wants to leave.
I mean, so for me, what it comes down to, do they make the Champions League or not? If they don't, he's gone. If they make it, he stays. Yeah, that's where it comes down to me.
Well, so I also disagree with that, right? Because, like, Juventus, I would say they should be like,
they don't, though. They suck. They're pussies. They suck.
Your $30 million salary, we're not going to pay that next year. So let's find you a team you want to go to. We'll send you wherever you want to go. But we're going to make some cash. Good luck.
Yeah, well,
because here's the thing: it's like Juventus plays checkers. Okay, so what you said is exactly what's going to happen. They're going to keep Ronaldo one more year because he wants to stay. If they play Champions League, they're going to sell Dybala. They're going to sell all these people, and then Ronaldo's going to be gone, right, for nothing. And then Dybala's gone, and now you're sitting there and you're a year older with people, and you don't have replacements for him. So I don't get what kind of
do you see them?
Strategy. I told you we won 9 years in a row. We're going to lose 9 years.
I mean,
I think they'll figure it out in 4.
Do you see them once Ronaldo's gone? They're going to make the big splash, like getting Haaland, getting Mbappe, getting one of those guys.
Haaland, did they come to us?
That's what I'm saying.
Haaland is the guy. It's the kind of guy they need.
I don't see them doing that. I think this was
they
their
don't have
chance.
money.
They missed it. It didn't work. Get rid of them.
They don't have money, but that's.
Oh, you know what? What I've read today, I want a podcast. They have some guy from Sevilla, Jay Jordan, midfielder.
Yeah.
We have so many of him like that guy. That's a waste.
Why are you talking about
it? It looks like we have a comment from Final Afina. If they keep Ronaldo, they need to extend his contract so he doesn't walk for free. Agreed, but I personally don't think Ronaldo's going to do that because he's such in charge. I think he wants to be 100% in charge of where he goes. So I think he runs out his contract and then maybe goes to America or somewhere else, France, and signs with whatever team he wants.
See, I don't. Like I said, my thing was Champions League, no Champions League. If they get in, he stays, and I think he extends 1 year. If no Champions League, I think he's gone this year. I think it's either this year or 2 years.
Championship is going to leave.
Yeah, so I think it's this year or 2 years. It's not going to be just 1 year. I think.
Do you think he's going to extend? Do you think he's going to accept an extension?
He's going to extend 1 year.
Well, with the championship.
Yeah, with Champions League. If there's no Champions League,
he's going to leave himself.
He's out. Yeah, he's out. Yeah. They'll get $30 million for him, and that's it, and he can walk.
And price is better, baby.
I agree. I don't want him on the team.
And listen, this is not all about Ronaldo hate, right? He scored his goals, whatever. It's about the concept of thinking you cannot build a team that's structurally sound in the midfield and all over the park and think we have Ronaldo, that's good enough.
Yep.
Right? That's current team. He can score his 40 goals, but in the end of the day, you're not going to be competitive. You can lose.
Hey, guys! I have a proposal. What if we don't do some package, all right? Exchange all our play for Atalanta play, inclusive the president and everything.
Yeah, because Atalanta is not stupid.
We're going to be fine. We're going to be stronger right now.
You're saying something that's obvious. You're saying something that's obvious. We said this the other day. If you looked at Atalanta's team and our team, there's probably 2 players you would take from the starting 11 from Juventus right now.
Yeah, I put the lit in Atalanta's team. Yeah. And Chiesa, maybe. That's it.
Atalanta's way better managed.
No, the Bala played to Atalanta.
Yeah, but he's not on the field. He doesn't play.
Yeah.
No, the Bala.
Fina, would you keep Ronaldo? Just curious, because we are all. I think we're in the minority. I think.
No,
think most people would say yes. I want to keep him because most people are.
Yeah,
Ronaldo
most people fans. Listen. He puts up. He scores, right, and it's Ronaldo.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think let's see what he says. But
I Yeah. So Dom, go to the full list. So if anyone late came in, we do have one more slide for one last person. So for anyone who's just joining in, this is our ins and outs for next year. Who we're keeping for next year. We are all four of us are Juventus fans, and we criticize the crap out of this team. And there's a lot we don't like. So that's just a quick recap. But we have one last one, which is probably the biggest one in my opinion. This, and then what he said, the director and the management. But Dom, go to the last one. We all want him out, right? You can't have him. You can't have him there anymore. He's not ready. He's not good enough.
Listen, exactly. The only reason you're keeping Pirlo right now is for the sentimental of the name of what he did for you as a player. But based on what you,
I agree with you there. But there's also he's cheap, and who else are you getting?
Well, there's plenty of people to get. I would go get Gasparini tomorrow and pay him a lot of money, right? And put him there until he retires. But you know, the thing is that if you keep him, it's because maybe like Chris said, you're paying too many other coaches like Saudi and people, and you don't have the money, which is a bad way to run, which is supposed to be a top team in Europe. B, because you're still sentimental about what he did for you as a player, right? And C, maybe because you acknowledge you put the guy in a horrible position because he's supposed to never be the coach of this team. And then a month before you go, you know what? Guess what? You're coaching the top team. Good luck. You wrote a thesis. You should do an awesome job. Right. But based on what the field on the team and the improvement throughout the season of the players and as a group, he should not be there.
The regression, no improvement, regression of players. In over his head, not ready, only there for his name right now. That's the only reason any other coach would have gotten fired already. He cannot be your coach. There was no plan. There was no plan.
I think we all agree if they miss Champions League, he's out, right? You think that he's gone?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, I'm just.
They've said no, he's staying, but they also.
Well, he's a god. Well, he not going to stay without the championship. And we just spend the 31 million for the Copa UEFA with those people we need.
We're talking about Pirlo now. Pirlo, we're saying if they don't make the Champions League, he's out. For me, I don't think they keep him.
I don't think it matters. I mean, I guess if you're saying, if he doesn't make the top four, that's going to be the deciding factor.
Yeah,
again, to me, that to me is an indictment on Paratici and the rest of it, because you either know he has what it takes to build a team that's Juventus, or he doesn't. Not because you come in fifth or fourth that changes your mind, right? Even if you slide into four and you play crappy, you either know this guy's got it or he doesn't. You spent the whole year with him. Right, so what you're gonna? I don't know.
Quickly, in the chat, Putina says, "Why do you have my 6th grade yearbook picture?" I agree with that.
She did look like him.
And then also, Fino said, "We talked about midfield already. We agree. We would get rid of all 3 of them."
Yes, they were all on our out list. We agree with all of them.
And we want to see Pellegrini get a chance, back from loan at left back. We want to see him if he can be there, instead of Sandro.
Give him a chance at least.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of what I said about the Ronaldo thing is if they're keeping him, they're extending him.
I think that's the thing. If you're not going to extend him, don't keep him to have him run out next year. It's kind of pointless.
All right, so the coach, we agree. We don't know. They're saying keeping right now. Who knows? Things they change like that. They change at a drop of a hat. This team, with their coaches and their decisions. Because, like I said, there's no plan. So the last one, Dom, if you want to pull up the whole screen again, I didn't make a slide for management. Paratici, bed. I think all 4 of us are in agreement. We want them out.
Dadia.
Yeah.
Now we put a lot of out, like for the same, right? Chesney out.
Mm-hmm.
Who we're gonna get?
Well, that's a different conversation.
We're gonna do a whole.
I understand. But we try to think about
Donnarumma,
especially and all out. Some of them we agree.
Yeah, so
who
here's
we
what
want
we
to
do.
Replace with.
Here's what we do. The week
we have to try to make up a team.
That's our show right there.
Let's start to talk about with a coach, right? Have a new coach, Gasparini, right? Who you want to take with you?
So yes,
we're all in agreement with Donnarumma and Fino the same thing, right? If you can sign Donnarumma, you build build from the back. But I think
let's
this
just
is
say-
a whole show,
let-
right? Rebuilding
Let's
Juventus.
just say we don't. Let's just say we cannot get it to Donnarumma. Whoever Perini gets ours.
Listen,
Right?
we understand what you're saying.
But yeah, what Chris is
Perini,
saying.
in that case, Buffon, if you want to stay a second.
All right, so time out really quickly. What we're saying is we agree with you, and that's a different conversation. We're not going to have that out because that's going to be 2 hours.
More, yeah.
We have to put some name in there.
Okay, when the season ends after round 38, we're going to have an entire episode on the transfers, on what we want to see.
Right.
That's not a conversation.
I saved this to chart, right?
Yeah, you can bring the chart back. That's fine.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
I think we're all going to remember the people we want, though. And
Totally.
But we see the chart. We go
we'll
one
bring it
by
back.
one, right?
That's easy.
All right.
So like that, at the end, we can try potential formation for you here. You know what I mean? I mean, if everything is
Who should Inter get rid of? Their coach.
everything flies.
Inter needs to get rid of Vidal. He's useless. I would get rid of him.
No. With that, no.
Vidal? He should get rid of Inter. I'm saying Inter should get rid of him. All right, we spent an hour on Juventus. We can't talk about that anymore. Really quickly, I want to throw up the schedule for this week so we can pick some games because we've been running really long today. So, Dom, throw the schedule up. We'll pick each a game. And there's 2 makeup games, okay, in the midweek. So every game's on Saturday this week because of Easter. So
the 7 we play in Napoli.
Yeah. So the season, that's good games on Wednesday.
How are we gonna win there? Where we go for the 4th place? Come on.
I don't think so. All right, so pick a Frank. Pick a game. All right, go ahead.
Snazzy.
Fancy. All right, Frank, pick a game.
You want me to pick a game from
either? I don't
I'll
care.
pick one.
Go ahead.
Bologna Inter 2-1 Bologna.
You're riding Bologna, Mihailovic. They're playing well.
Yeah.
You think you guys always pick against Inter? I'm going to say
1-1 Bologna versus.
I'm also saying 1-1. I'm saying Inter drops.
I'm saying 1-1 too. Inter needs to lose points, so I'm going to say 1-1. Pond with the 2-1 Inter pick. Shocker. He's all in on Inter. Chris, pick one.
I just did.
Oh, you did. Frank, pick one.
Let's see here. I don't know which one. I'll pick Sassuolo. Rome.
Torino Juventus is bad.
Oh yeah, let me pick Torino Juventus. I'm gonna say I'm saying 2-2 tie here. Torino gets a point.
3-2 Juventus.
Torino's awful. I can't. Even though I hate, Juventus is so bad, I can't pick them. I'm saying 3-1 Juventus.
Goals by Zaza and Belotti.
Oh, God, 2-0 Juventus.
Okay, so Frank's the only one on Torino or the tie. Go ahead. You want to pick a game?
Who, me?
Who?
No, him.
Who, me?
Pick a game.
Pick Milan and Sampdoria. 0-1.
So Samp, you're saying the upset with Samp. Samp's playing well.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
1-1.
1-1. I'm saying 2-1 Milan.
I'm gonna say 1-1.
Okay. I'm going to pick the Juventus-Napoli game. And I'm going to say 3-1 Napoli.
2-1 Napoli.
I think Juventus is out. I think this is it right here.
2-1.
3-1. 3-1 Napoli.
Nice.
3-1 Juventus.
3 of us for Napoli. This is how the season has become. 3 Juventus fans.
If you want to get rid of Pirlo, again.
No, I don't care. I get it anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll see how those picks stand. I don't even know the standings right
I
now.
also think Inter loses points to Sassuolo, by the way.
I don't think so.
We'll see. We're not going to pick that game.
I won't pick that one. But I think Frank's in the lead of our prediction picks. I don't really know off the top of my head. In the meantime, while Dom is calculating our points, if you haven't already, subscribe on YouTube, like the video, follow us on Twitter.
What about me, Dominic?
Yeah, You weren't there. You were in.
Yeah, but still, they count on me, huh?
Yeah, we were trying to. You were a late addition.
We'll get you next.
I know, but
I think he's only picked half the games, but he has twice as many points. I'm not quite sure.
So subscribe, Twitter, YouTube. We're on Twitch, all that kind of stuff. We every Monday we do our podcast. We do other stuff on Twitch the rest of the week. Anything else, guys?
That's it. Thanks for watching.
How about that Arthur picture? That was nice, right?
That was pretty. Put that up as we go away. I feel like that's bring that back.
As we go away.
All right. I'll see you guys next week.
See you.
All right. Good night.